guys, I created this date night look for you. Ryan and I are actually going out tonight. I wanted to do kind of like a matte smoky eye. I used all MAC eyeshadows and a nice pink plummy lip also, so I hope you guys like it, and if you want to recreate this look, keep watching. So we're going to start off with primers. I'm going to take my NARS and MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. I'm going to make sure I get that on all over my lids from top to bottom all the way up to my eyebrow. The first eyeshadow we're going to use is going to be MAC's Bamboo, and I'm going to place this on my lids and on my crease. Packing the color on. Next, we're going to take some tape. Great trick if you want to create a really defined outer corner to your eyeshadow. I like to press the tape against my hands about twice, and then that way it's not too sticky, but enough to stay. The next color we're going to use is Texture, and we're going to put this in the crease. Making sure you kind of carve out, digging into where your crease bone is from the outside and going in, kind of using a lighter hand. We want most of the color packed on the outside versus going all the way into the lid. We want it in the crease area. I'm going to do this on both sides, and what's nice about having the tape too is you could be a little sloppy because it kind of just prevents it from going too far out. Next, we're going to take a blending brush and just blend the color that we just packed on, Texture, and just making sure there's no harsh lines, blending back and forth and windshield wiper motions. We don't want any harsh lines. Next, we're going to deepen the outer corner with Brown Down. Nice dark matte brown, and going to concentrate this color on the outside, not taking it too far in, about a little less than halfway, so still on the outside. We want to make that really sharp, really dark on the outside. Next, I went back in with Texture, and I just wanted to make this blended between Bamboo and Brown Down, just making that blend a little easier, and I just liked how the colors had a nice gradient effect to it. Then I went in again with a blending brush, just making sure everything looks blended, no harsh lines. I'm going to take the tape off now. Even though I'm not done with the eyes, I wanted to prime my face and let that settle in. I let my primer set a little bit for a couple minutes before I put foundation on, so I'm going to go ahead and press that into my skin, and then I'm going to go back to the eyes and kind of sloppily smudge black eyeliner on the top. And I'm going to take a pencil brush and some of that Brown Down and smudge that in close to my lash line. Just again, really sloppy, but kind of a smoky effect. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes and apply a couple of coats of mascara. Now time to cover up those dark circles of mine. Next is my favorite foundation. I'm so excited this is back in my life. I know it's expensive, but it's totally worth the price. Giorgio Armani Lasting Silk Foundation. I love this stuff. It just blends so nice. It covers so well. I'm a little white at this time. I'm 5.5 for reference, but we're going to add some bronzer and give myself some color. I like to start with my fingers and placing the foundation on my face throughout, mostly concentrating on the inner part of my face, my nose, my chin, and then blending it out. Next, I'm going to take NARS concealer and just conceal underneath my eyes. When I put the corrector on, that corrected the blue, but it didn't brighten or cover and conceal, so I just want to make sure I put a concealer right there too to brighten that area up. Now I use my fingers a lot when I apply makeup, and I make sure to wash my hands in between when I touch anything. You always just want to make sure your hands are always clean because bacteria can spread and we don't want any more breakouts and dirt and oil from our hands. And I got a new beauty blender and I love it. Oh my gosh. If you don't have a beauty blender, get it. You'll thank me later. I want to brighten up that area a little bit more too, so I'm taking Max Emphasize and just putting this on the same area that I put concealer. I only want to set my T-zone, so my forehead, my nose, and my chin. I get really oily, and although this foundation has a beautiful finish, I know I will have oil within a few hours. So I always make sure I set my T-zone. I'm going to fill in my brows like I normally do. If you want an in-depth tutorial on this, I can definitely do that. I go in with Anastasia Brow Wiz in soft brown, and I fill the bottom and then I fill the top a little. Not the inside. I do that with the powder, which you'll see in a moment, but I kind of just carve out a little shadow. We basically just want to fill in any sparse areas and act like little hairs, so just little soft strokes, very lightly. A wise woman once said, eyebrows are like sisters and they are not twins. So even though I try my best to make them look symmetrical and the same shape, sometimes they just are stubborn and they want to be unique, and that's okay. Next, I'm going to take the lightest shade in this duo for soft brown, and I'm going to again act like little hairs and fill in the middle section. And I try to be really light closest towards my nose, and then I'll be a little heavier handed come the arch and the tail of my brows. And I'll go in with the darker shade and only on the outside of my brows, the tail end, I'll fill in really dark. Some of my brow hairs are a little stubborn, so I like to set them with a brow gel. This is a tinted brow gel, but you can use a clear one if you like to. It gives you the same effect. It's basically just going to make sure they stay put. Now I'm going to highlight underneath my brows, and I'm going to use Shroom. Love this color for highlighting underneath the brow bone. It just makes it pop, makes your eyes stand out a little bit more. I'm going to take the pencil brush and brown down and smudge this around my lash line, and I'm going to also blend in a little bit of texture and just smudge that out too and blend. Time to give me some color. Taking this bronzer, putting it around my temples. I'm gonna put it underneath my cheekbones a little bit underneath my chin and around my nose. Just giving my face some 3D dimension versus just a flat one color. and I'm going to highlight on the tops of my cheekbone. Love this highlighter by BECCA. It's beautiful. You want to apply highlighter anywhere where the light's going to hit your face. So the tops of your nose, the cupid's bow, a little bit on your temple, and of course your cheekbones. Next I'm going to be taking a black eyeliner and smudging that in my waterline, and a beautiful NARS crayon. I'm going to apply this to my lips. Oh yes, fill those suckers in. And then I'm going to go over that with a Bobbi brown lipstick as well. Finish this look off, I'm going to apply blush right in between the bronzer and the highlighter. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you haven't seen my latest video, I'll have a link down below. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys! Hi guys! So yesterday I went to the makeup date at Bloomingdale's